My name is Tarmack, and this is your game industry news wrap-up for the week of October 15th, 2016. Rockstar tweeted out a picture of their logo with a snazzy red background and changed the background banner of their Twitter account to red as well, spinning up the internet speculation machine about a new Red Dead game. While nothing else is really known right now, the last time they changed their Twitter background was right before the GTA 5 announcement. Obviously, people are excited, but I'd say some skepticism is probably a good thing, as the last thing I want to play from Rockstar is any variant of a Red Dead Online kind of title full of microtransactions. Blizzard Entertainment posted the schedule and map for Blizzcon 2016, and unfortunately for all of the Diablo fans hoping for a major reveal, there aren't any super secret hidden blocks of time like there was before the Overwatch reveal. Diablo is getting some kind of talk time though, so with any luck we'll see a Diablo 2 HD remaster or some other good but less than major announcement for the franchise. And poor Starcraft 2 is hidden in the back just like Diablo 2 was last year, well, if you don't consider the gigantic esports arena. And with the Chris Metzen retirement issue, who's going to stand up during the opening ceremony and yell for the Horde? As much as I like Mike Morhaime, his voice doesn't exactly inspire a war cry. PlayStation VR, or Budget VR for those without a lot of cash, released with somewhat lacking fanfare. People enjoy the VR headset, but just like with PC VR, everyone's waiting for a killer app, not just tech demo games, which is most of what's available right now. It's also worth mentioning that PSVR lacks some of the movement precision because it uses Move controllers, which are at this point 6-year-old tech, and looks like some kind of vibrating sex toy, which would make sense if Sony wasn't so gun-shy about adult console experiences. Microsoft's Phil Spencer said via Twitter that while they aren't working on original Xbox game backwards compatibility, he'd like to find the time to do it. It's worth mentioning that he also said they weren't working on iterative consoles, preferring to work in big numbers, and shortly thereafter announced the Scorpio project. It was hard to put much credit into Phil saying they're not doing something. That said, since the Xbox One is simply moving in the direction of PCs, of course it's possible for original Xbox titles to work. It's not called backwards compatibility on PCs though, it's called emulation. During the Steam Dev Days in Seattle, Valve showed off some new prototype controllers for the HTC Vive. They include the large-size multifunction button design and now wrap around the hand. In theory, this should save the lives of flat-screen TVs everywhere, as the new controller will no longer leave your hand. You could still punch your TV though, and the inevitable tumble that many people experience while leaning against a virtual wall or pool table seems unlikely to leave your controller in a functional state with the new design. Also at Steam Dev Days, Steam Link functionality, that being the ability to stream gameplay from your computer to a TV, was announced to be coming to Samsung TVs. Samsung has already tried having devices with fire and smoke inside, so a little Steam seems pretty minor by comparison. And Steam will also be expanding its gamepad support to include the PlayStation DualShock 4 controller. Normally I'd have some kind of snark, but frankly, I'm too happy that I won't have to start up DS for Windows anymore before loading Dark Souls. Carbot Animations, the group responsible for adorable cartoon StarCraft videos, has put out a StarCraft 2 mod called Starcrafts. Now you can play StarCraft custom games totally animated by little cartoon units. A swarm of little purple ball zerglings licking your SCVs to death is pretty great. Just search for Starcrafts in the arcade. I've traditionally had a self-imposed embargo on covering Star Citizen. However, I'm making an exception. Star Citizen will not release its single-player campaign until sometime in 2017. The delay was announced at CitizenCon, and not a single person was surprised because Cloud Imperium Games has not yet hit a single milestone on time. The footage they showed at the con was certainly impressive, though. More coverage will follow when we're not dealing with potential bullshots and promises. This has been your Game Industry News Wrap-Up for the week of October 15th, 2016. I've got a link in the description to my Discord server so you can swing by and chat. My name is Tarmack. Thanks for watching.